Three girls fell into a twisted relationship. They made the most terrifying choice. They killed others by taking each other's place. But their goal wasn't money. It was to drag their friends into the abyss with them. This story goes back 36 years. Back then, Yuri and Hino were best friends. The two were always together, so close they could share the same clothes. One day, Hino went to play at Yuri's house. Yuri's grandfather happened to come visit them. Hino suddenly asked a frightening question.
ひりちゃんもおじいちゃんと一緒に寝るの？
おじいちゃんとは寝ないよ。
だってママが女の子はおじいちゃんと一緒に寝るんだって。
What this girl said innocently kept the whole family awake all night. They suspected Hino might have been sexually abused, but the matter was too sensitive. No one dared to ask directly. From that day on, Yuri's family began distancing themselves from Hino's family. Young Yuri didn't understand why the adults were silent. She only understood one thing: Hino's grandfather might be a bad person. The next morning before school, her mother told her seriously, "Don't go to Hino's house anymore. If you want to play together, an adult must be present." At first, Yuri didn't think much of it, but when she went to find Hino that day, she saw Hino's cold mother and that terrifying grandfather standing behind her. Suddenly remembering her mother's warning, Yuri chose to run away. She left Hino alone in that house that was like hell. This incident left a shadow in young Hino's heart. From then on, she became quiet, had no friends. After entering high school, Yuri and Hino had long lost contact. Because of childhood trauma and family coldness, Hino spent her days hanging out with delinquents. But in Yuri's heart, she could never forget Hino, so she often secretly observed Hino's every move. What she didn't expect was, this behavior was discovered by Hino's boyfriend Ogata. After school that day, Ogata brought several people to block Yuri. They forcibly dragged her to their secret hideout, forced her to drink beer she didn't like. Yuri didn't resist, because she thought, maybe through this opportunity she could get closer to Hino, find out how she was doing. When Yuri expressed concern for Hino, Hino's expression was cold. She said Ogata had Yakuza connections. No one else dared to mess with her. But then she coldly warned Yuri.
ジジイのこと覚えてるでしょ？言ったら殺すから。
Until this day, Yuri accidentally encountered the new transfer student. Meiho was a rich girl. Her elegant demeanor made Yuri involuntarily attracted. Just then, Hino also walked into this park. This became the place where the three first met. However, this seemingly ordinary park would become the starting point for their future serial murders. Since Meiho transferred to the school, she became the center of attention because she always had no expression, came and went alone. Although Yuri was very curious about her, she could only watch from afar at her somewhat proud figure. Until one day in the bookstore, when Yuri was reading manga, Meiho's distinctive voice suddenly came from behind.
それ買わないの？買わないです。
Seeing Meiho reach out her hand, Yuri felt a bit hesitant, but still handed over the manga. She thought that would be the end of it. Unexpectedly, after paying, Meiho came back on purpose, saying she read quickly, smiling as she promised to lend it when she finished, though said casually. These words greatly surprised Yuri.